Well, it's still out there. You just got to get out and get your coil over it. Well, welcome to Finding America. It is really great to see you here. Now, I just want to give a huge thank you to all of you for that enthusiastic response to the news that Finding America is streaming on Saltbox TV now. And so many of you sent me comments and emails saying that you're already enjoying watching the classic episodes of Finding America, as well as the other awesome programming that's on Saltbox TV. Well, I can't thank you enough for going over there and watching our brand new classic episodes of Finding America that come out every Monday on Saltbox TV now. And if you'd like to start watching there, all you need is your normal devices, your phone, computer, tablet. You can use all those to watch by simply going to saltboxtv.com. And you can also watch on your smart TV and smart devices through Roku and Amazon Fire Stick. And the best thing about all this is it's absolutely free of charge. Now, I was able to get together with Chris and do some hunting this week, but I was also able to get a little bit of hunting in beforehand. I decided I was going to go over to the 1800s house permission that I have, and once I got there, I noticed that the homeowner across the street was outside. So I went over, struck up a conversation with him, and ended up getting permission to hunt his yard. Now, I hunted both sites for a few hours, and I have to say, I came away with some pretty nice finds. Well, I was getting a really large 12 signal here, and it looks to be a stove burner cover, old cast iron stove. Has some writing on it. I got some of the pieces. I thought maybe I'd try to piece them together later, see if I can make out anything on it, but definitely another old find. Well, this next one was ringing in at a 16, and I dug down about 4 or 5 inches, and I popped out this old pocket knife. Kind of interesting. It's just got kind of a regular simulated wood grain on this side, but the other side has mother of pearl. That's kind of interesting. I hadn't found one like that before, but definitely has some age to it, and nice little find. Well, sorry about the lawnmower noise, but turn my pinpointer off. Got something kind of weird. It's an aluminum piece. It's square. You can see the slots in each corner, but has some sort of Indian pattern or something. I have no idea. The other side seems to be blank. I don't know. I'll work on it when I get home, but that's a weird one. Just had to show you that. Well, I'm sort of towards the back of this yard, and I dug up 3 mason jar lids. They were ringing in 22, 25. This one was giving me a 31 high tone. About 6 inches down, it finally popped out, and I think it's going to be pretty darn cool. I think I got a complete mega compact. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at the design on that one. Oh, I hope it's fancy on this side. But I'll tell you what, let me get it cleaned up. I definitely feel something. High relief design or something, but it is absolutely complete. Well, I'm not seeing too much on it on this side, but you never know. We'll get it back home. I'm going to put this in apple cider vinegar. It's going to turn out pretty nice. You can see the shine on the backside. That's not bad. So very cool find. Probably going to be 30s, possibly 40s. Well, this one was giving me a nice high tone, 26, 27, kind of a big target, and now I know why. Got an old toy car, it looks like. I'm gonna finish pulling it out here, see what it is that I got. Huh. It's pretty cool. I think it might be a Z car. Let's see. It just says made in China. That's very cool though. I think it might be a Datsun 240, 280. It's pretty neat. I'll get it cleaned up, give you a better look at it. But always like finding those toy cars. Well, once again, we have another mystery find solved this week, thanks to all of you watching last week. Now, you may recall in the last week's episode, the bracelet link that Chris found that had a very strange symbol on it. Well, thanks go out to both Alex and Robert, who were watching and let me know right away that that symbol is called a tugra. Now, a tugra is a seal of an Ottoman sultan. And this tugra was affixed to official documents and was also stamped on the coinage that was minted during their reign. Well, we have a bit of a bonus mystery find solved as well. Now, this involves that key that I found in last week's episode, and I thought it was a clock winding key. Well, thanks go out to Harold and Carol, who both let me know that that wasn't a clock winding key. It was actually a key called a dolphin key, and it once unlocked the cabinet to a 1913 Edison phonograph. I tell you what, that makes that key just all the more special to me. Well, a huge thank you to all of you who helped to unseal and unlock last week's mystery finds. Well, I'm behind the 1800s house here. Wanted to run the 15-inch coil around here. I was finding some pretty nice things the last time, and very first signal I got was a high tone. I had some high hopes. It was giving me about a 28. I dug down about 6 inches, hoping it was a coin, but I got something pretty darn cool here. I cleaned this up a little bit. It is some type of a piece of jewelry. I don't know. At first I thought it was maybe a watch. I don't know. It's very unusual. I don't really know what to make of it. But I'll get it cleaned up when I get back home. Good candidate for the apple cider vinegar. And we'll see what it is, but it is very unusual. Very cool looking. Well, next target was kind of a real high tone, around quarter signal. It was giving me like a 29 to 30. I dug down and check it out. Another pocket knife. This one's got a pretty cool design on the sides. I'm gonna get that cleaned up when I get home, but very cool. Nice, another old pocket knife. Gotta like that. Well, not too far away from that last find, I got a nice 15 signal, kind of faint, about 4 inches down, and I got this. Now this is like the female portion to a denim snap or fastener. I'm gonna see if I can get in on this for you. But it says the Charlotte Clothing Manufacturing Company. That is so cool. Now, this past Saturday, I made some plans with Chris to get out and do some metal detecting together. And I told him about a modern park that I'd stumbled across recently. And it's surrounded by houses that were built in the 60s and 70s. But the thing is the town's pretty old and there was Civil War activity in the general area. Sometimes you just have to go over there, give it a shot. So that's what we did. We went over and decided to spend a little bit of time to see if we could find anything old there. Well, Chris and I are out at this, it's a pretty modern park.
It is.
But, you know, this whole area has just got Civil War history, and you never know what happened in this old field before it was a park, and they built a bunch of 60s houses on it. But I got a little signal here, it's giving me a 37, and I'm just hunting in Park 2, stock settings. And I got a blaring 37. I dug down and I got a little coin spill. It's 2 clad quarters, and you know me, I'm not going to film a clad quarter. But look what was sitting on top of these clad quarters. A Wheatie. That is crazy. So I'm not sure what year it is, but I guess there was a Wheatie floating in change, and it just happened to end up in my hole, thankfully.
A weird one?
Looks like yeah, 1940 something.
Really?
Yeah. So, not too bad.
I don't know what year the quarters are.
I don't know, but they're both Eagles. Oh, wait a minute. Nah.
Is that one shiny from the Wheatie sitting on it?
Yeah. Believe it or not, I think one is a state quarter. Ah, that's crazy.
Is it really?
That's crazy. Yeah, it's a Tennessee State quarter. There was a Wheatie and change in like 2000, and they lost it. What are the odds?
How weird.
Man, that's rare.
Yeah.
That's really rare. Well, Chris, he's hunting around the bleachers. Well, this takes you back, doesn't it? It's a long time since we've done this kind of hunting, but we have to check.
Yeah.
But he got something kind of cool.
Some ring.
Oh, you got a ring, huh?
Yeah, 14.
Not carat.
No. 14 on the. No, whoops.
Well, it looks shiny. Nice little gold-plated costume ring.
Some kind of. Oh, there's a stone.
A little heart shape?
Yep.
Yeah, that's cool. It looks
black
like
onyx.
Black onyx, yeah. Yeah, that's nice. That beats a clad.
Yeah, I'm sick of the coins.
Yeah, I know. We're constantly just digging clad, and we're starting to sweat. And I said, I'm not sweating for clad, so we're going to move on to a couple old spots that we have and see what we can do there. Well, honestly, we probably could have made a very nice sizable deposit in our banks with all the modern clad coins that were in that park, but Chris and I both like to dig old things. And we weren't too far away from one of our favorite parks. Now, this park has been, it's just been hunted to death for decades by other detectors, but every time we go there, we always leave with some really neat things. And I have to say, this past Saturday was no exception. Well, we decided to hit an older park, a favorite of ours, and we're just digging it all. And Chris,
another ring for the day, man.
Kind of killing it on the rings. Is it silver?
I don't think so.
I'm sure it's cleaning up nice.
Yeah, it was ringing up low though. 15 or yeah, look at that.
Oh yeah, plated.
Yeah, pretty cool looking though.
Yeah,
nice
not
design.
Bad. Well,
I'm on a ring roll.
I'm telling you, he's got to get another gold one now.
Yeah.
Well, I'm using the 15-inch coil out here. I'm going for some of the deeper stuff, and I don't know why, but that 15-inch coil is awesome at finding really small stuff too. If I was getting like a 25, 26, sometimes a 27, dug down and I saw this. It looked like a bunch of braided rope style metal, but then I see this and it looks like it might have held a stone. See all the prongs? So
that's a different one.
Yeah, isn't it? So I don't know what to make of it really. I'm just gonna, I know it's old, but I'm gonna get it cleaned up, and it's really kind of bizarre. But I wanted to show that to you. I'll get it cleaned up and we'll see if we can figure out what it was originally. Oh boy, I had to call Chris over because I tell you what, about 7-8 inches, I was getting it was kind of all over the place, kind of 19 to 22. Dug down and it said it was in the cloud, and I broke it open, and I'm going to show you. This is it, and we're in a public park, but check it out. I got a Civil War bullet. Oh, and that's pretty. Yeah, it's been fired.
Has it?
I think so. It's hard to tell, but I think this is a Burnside, or it could be a Spencer. Not sure. It's got the solid
flat base.
Yep, and
nice.
We found lots of those here. This was a cavalry battle site, but man, oh man, you gotta love that. Digging pull tab, and then bullet.
Bam. I'm next.
Heck yeah, I hope so. Man, it's amazing. Still in the parks, you know. You just gotta try different coils and try different directions. And I'm swinging super slow, and I just happened to come across this one. I'll tell you what, I got something good in the hole. Now, this is a park where I got that 1840s store token, the dry goods that I featured in a favorite find a couple Sundays ago. And it was in the video OMG. And so basically I want to show you here, when you're in the park too, if you see these rock outcroppings, you're going to know the ground near them is going to be pretty undisturbed. So they really can't scrape with these boulders here. So I'm working this area around it. Got a 17 to 19 signal. And I got down and I saw the edge of this and I thought maybe it's an Indian. No, it's even better. Look at this. It is a Chinese cash coin. It has been a long time since I found one. And the patina on this is amazing. Look at that. Oh, that's so awesome. Just awesome. Now, who knows? I'll have to look up the characters on this one. But they can date anywhere from 1800s, 1700s, even further back. So I am just so thrilled to have this one. Oh, what an awesome find. Well, I was digging a hole and Chris came up and says he found a Chinese coin.
Yeah, not to be outdone.
That's maybe a couple hundred years later. But it's awesome. It really is awesome.
It was barely under the surface.
It's got this Chinese building.
Really cool.
I hate to sound totally ignorant, but
palace of some sort.
I don't know much about Chinese coins, but it's a 10 denomination.
Is it dong in China?
Or 10 yen if it's Japanese. But it's really cool. Wasn't even very deep.
No. There was no hole to film.
Boy, oh boy, I tell you what. Maybe we found old Chinatown.
Yeah.
It's definitely cool. That's awesome. Well, it looks like we're going to continue our world tour.
Around the world in 80 holes.
Yeah.
Canada.
Canadian penny.
Not old, but, I mean, come on, that's weird.
1991 Maple Leaf. Huh? Well, hey, I don't know. What country's next?
I don't know.
Well, this one's giving me a nice 18 to 21 range signal. Popped the plug, dug down about 4 inches, and I think I got a complete lipstick tube. That's definitely old. So that's a nice little find. I'll get it cleaned up when I get home, see if I got any writing on it, but not too shabby. Well, Chris found something kind of interesting. 2 different holes, but close to each other. Got some old molding.
A lot of design on this piece, but
it's ribbed. It's got what, stars?
Yeah, 2 stars on the bottom.
Now, first I thought automotive, but it could also be off an appliance.
It looks like those lines are going.
Yeah, it's just odd.
I don't know. I don't even know which way is up. But I think it goes like that, probably.
Pretty cool though. It's definitely 30s to 50s, somewhere in there.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Neat.
Well, once I cleaned that piece, I was lucky enough to find a GM part number on the backside. Now, it turns out that ornament once sat on the hood of a 1946 Chevrolet Fleetmaster. Now, 1946 was a great year for cars because Americans were finally able to go out and buy a brand new model. Americans hadn't been able to buy a brand new model car since 1942 with the outbreak of the Second World War. Now, this was no ordinary emblem either. In fact, it was pretty special. This emblem was only made for 1 year, and Chevrolet added the stars to the red, chrome, and blue ornament in order to celebrate America's victory in World War II. Chris happened to be walking by when I pulled this up.
What is it?
I wasn't going to let him know until I turned the camera on. That's kind of cool. I was getting a 1920 signal out here. It's about 4 inches down. I finally popped it out, and I got this rectangular piece. And check it out.
Oh, wow.
It's got like a longhorn steer.
Yeah. Oh, what is that?
I have no idea.
Oh, that's cool.
It might be the lid to well, look here, it's got prongs. It definitely went onto something. Maybe an old, maybe like an old kid's western outfit or cowboy gun type thing.
Oh, that cool.
How cool is that? About 4 inches down. I'm gonna brush it off, and I think it's gonna look really cool. Well, have a look at that. Isn't that the coolest thing? And you can see the backside. I brush it real quick, but you can see all the prongs. I don't know if it went on like a gun belt to 40s, 50s kids toy gun belt, or
what it looks like.
Yeah, it is awesome. It's got a border around the edges too. So that's going to be cool. I'm going to stick that in some apple cider vinegar when I get home and clean it up, but I like it. Well, as you saw, it's still out there, and no place is ever hunted out. And trust me, we are going to be going back to that park very soon. Now, this week I was in a mood to share some weird, wacky, and amazing old photos with you. And I have some really incredible photos coming up right now. And remember, it's history that makes a find a treasure. And I cannot wait to see you back here next week on Finding America.